Thank you for tuning in to No Flag Radio. I'm your host, P. Back. Today we talking about seeking justice outside of the justice system. We're going to briefly discuss the verdict of the Chikesia Clemons case and just the code behind seeking justice outside of the justice system. I say briefly I'm going to discuss this because I'm going to bring this topic up in future posts. This is just one I want to look at in particular. Meaning like justice outside the justice system, meaning like before things make it to court type shit, right? Just gonna presume a courtroom trajectory, right? So a few days ago, Chikesia Clemons, her verdict in her case came down. If y'all remember the case, this was the case of a sister out in Saraland, Alabama at a Waffle House. She went into the Waffle House. I guess she was about to eat her food or whatever. She needed some extra silverware. And she made a request for extra utensils or whatever. And it was like, it's going to be 50 cents extra or some shit to get extra silverware or whatever. And she was like, well, that don't make no sense. Let me get the number of your corporate and see if that's what's up. I mean, she was just really trying to check them on it. Like, what y'all talking about? 50 cents for what? Right? So she was, keeping it real like that. Now, let me do this real quick since we want to test my chat, see if we on like that. Okay, so the chat is on that bullshit. I don't see nothing in the chat. Oh, there you go. It's kind of slow on the other side. Okay. So she was like, yeah, well, let me get the number to your corporate, talk to somebody, and they called the police on her. Was what happened. The police came through, they stripped her clothes off and was choking her on the floor. That's what we saw in the video. And in the case, they basically in the verdict said that she is going to get a year probation and a fine for being abused by the police officers. The police officers' names are Christopher Ramey, Bryson McDaniel, and Sam Ellison. I think I gave those names before when I did my first video on this case. So if anything happens to these officers, if they get shot, they get drowned, if they get thrown off a cliff or something, I will be doing a special Police Got Killed Expo and an episode on they behinds. Christopher Ramey, Bryson McDaniel, and Sam Ellison. Right? But she got probation and a fine, right? And she should have got nothing of the sort. Because she was a victim. Cut and dry. Cut and dry. So in the face of that outcome, just some days before that outcome, y'all remember weak ass Killer Mike was at that Revolt Summit last week, sitting up talking about, y'all need to, don't boycott all the Waffle Houses. Y'all just need to boycott that one. And of course you would say that, Cooler Mike. Hungry hippo ass Cooler Mike. Right? But here's the thing. You boycott one business, that's not a strategy. You know what I mean? We talked about that. That's not a strategy. That's a fucking tantrum or some shit. Right? And Tamika Mallory was right for her stance in saying, nah, motherfucker, we got to take out chains of Waffle Houses, motherfucker. We got to take out chains. We got to make them all suffer. See, that's the strategy we got to build into our code when we're dealing with motherfuckers like this. We're talking about the code behind seeking justice outside of a justice system. Just like the dominant society has coded behaviors, we need coded behaviors. Right? They use coded language. We need coded language. They got code that their men adhere to. We need to have code that our men adhere to. They got code that their women and children adhere to. We need to have codes that our women and children adhere to. Right? So the point puzzles over to dealing with businesses like this Waffle House. right? Or like the Exxon we was talking about this morning out in PA. Business owned by the same motherfucker in the same general area, that type of shit, right? Because once these cases go to court, we've been seeing that, nothing is a guarantee with white supremacist society. Even if we in the right going into court, they got to make a point in a lot of cases. You understand? Yo, what up to, who's that? I can't see. Oh, Tyrone Simon. Yo, what up, Tyrone? It's good, bro. Good seeing you, sir. I've talked about that before. White supremacist society, they got to make a point when they go to court in a lot of cases. All right? They do spiteful shit when they feel that somebody has got the best of them on a lot of shit. If you get a leg up on white supremacist society, they take a L at your activity or because of your actions. You know what I mean? This is just an example with Chikesia Clemons. She did absolutely nothing wrong. And they still taking a shot at it, right? You think I'm fucking with Waffle House? Any Waffle House anywhere in the world after this shit? Hell no. You think I'm fucking with any Exxon? Since we're talking about what happened in PA. Anywhere in the world? Hell no. You understand? All right? So that Cooler Mike logic, that shit don't sit with what we doing. You know who Cooler Mike remind me of, since we're talking about Cooler Mike? That motherfucker remind me of the step uncle of Neil Wilson. Y'all remember that? You remember that dude? He came out trying to direct and divert the energy of black people out there in Oakland after our sister Neil Wilson was slain by the coward John Cowell on the BART out there. Motherfucker got his stinking ass in front of international TV talking about everybody don't do nothing, everybody stand down, all that type of shit. And I got on his ass. I got on him. I was probably the only one that really jumped on his ass. Like, man, hold up. Who told your ass to come out with a command to the people of Oakland? Who designated you? Some nigga. Some Sambo ass step relative to stand your dumb ass up and talk weak on the mic and make black people look weak. Right? That was my argument. Like, man, come on, man. You making us look like some hoes in the face of all this shit. And if y'all remember right off the jump as the case was getting underway or it was leading up to the court date, they was all on this shit like, oh, well, we don't know if he's competent enough to stand trial. We don't know if he's competent. Y'all remember that shit? And eventually they decided that he was not competent enough to stand trial. All right? And people were outraged out of that shit. I was one of them. My sentiment then was, yo, I bet they punk ass uncle wish somebody would have acted a fool in some way now. I mean, bet somebody would have told something up now. You know what I mean? So we could have a little bit of vindication out of that shit. Just so we could feel a little bit of vindication. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I bet he wish somebody got hyped now over his slain niece like that. You know what I'm saying? Something, do anything. I don't care what it is, motherfucker. Kick over a trash can, nigga. Go to the Walmart and motherfucking throw some goddamn baskets around in the Walmart parking lot. I don't give a fuck. Something, nigga. Something. Right? And that was in December when they decided that he was not competent enough to stand trial. Now, this year, a few months ago in July, they decided, okay, yeah, he was just bullshitting. He's now mentally competent to stand trial. They pulled up some doctor records and all this shit. Now they looking at him like, yeah, motherfucker, you finna stand trial. So that case is still ongoing. I'll keep an eye on it for y'all. Right? But yeah, they're gonna reinstate these little criminal proceedings against his ass. And I hope they kill his ass. But the prosecutors are talking about they're not gonna seek the death penalty. But I'm saying they should go on and kill his ass. Motherfucker went in there and tried to kill 3 women. He succeeded in killing one of them. So you see what it is. They still don't even want to seek the death penalty. You see what this is when you just let the injustice system that's tethered to this white supremacist regime just move according to how it plans things, right? That's why this whole post is about justice outside of the justice system, right? A little preface into the type of shit I'm gonna be getting in on my channel, the type of shit I'm on my channel. Come on, man. This is what I do. But waiting on justice, to my point, waiting on the justice system is not the thing with us. That's the point of this video. That, by and large, has to stop being the thing with us. You understand? I mean that we always got to make moves to get out in front of their justice. Boycott a chain, motherfucker. Proliferate a narrative. All of this is important. These are just means of survival in a white supremacist regime for black people. We have to fully adapt to that shit. We got to commit to a level of proactiveness when dealing with an injustice system and racist white supremacist motherfuckers. Because we know they'll shit on us out here. We know we're up against a white supremacist infiltrated justice system. We know we're up against a white supremacist militia cop fed complex out here that hinges on white supremacy. We know we've been unjustly cast off as the bottom, and nobody is really fucking with us like that. So we have to have a beyond the pale kind of decision chain that we access most of the time in order to make real points around this motherfucker to people who disrespect our group, is what I'm talking about. All right. I'll give y'all an example. Amber Geiger, her trial is coming up, I believe, this week. She's an example I always use. Her trial is coming up this week, actually. She's the white supremacist race soldier, if y'all remember. She's the one that killed our brother Botham Jean out here in Dallas. Motherfucker tried to kick up dust and throw a tantrum like the trial need to be moved from Dallas and all this shit. Because new black media, everybody been jumping on the ass. Lisa Cabrera, shout out to Lisa Cabrera. True Royal Family, shout out to True Royal Family. Phil Advise, shout out to Phil Advise. These faces in new black media, myself included, yo, we've put the hammer on her motherfucking case. We've totally broke down her logic about why she was in that man's apartment in the first place. And about the whole scene. Shout out to Bunny Babs, too, for getting that on tape and coming out speaking her game. Spitting her game, talking her shit. Right? This is real shit. People been out here hitting up the lies in her case so hard. It's in the clear everybody's eye that she's a lying, guilty devil. So they kind of been on some shit with her or whatever. Like, oh, we need to move the case, whatever. And they decided that, nah, bitch, it's going to be out here in Dallas. They decided this week that, nah, we're going to have that shit in Dallas. Ain't going to be no moving. And the one thing I've said about this case, for us to all be on code with getting on social media sites, getting into the forums and the various spaces that the general public access so we can pre-taint the jury pool. This is what I've been saying. You know what I mean? Or get out in front of the jury pool. Because that's what white supremacist media do. We've already seen this. Point after point, occasion after occasion. They put their one-sided narrative in the media and they just try to saturate the media with their one-sidedness. They lost this time fucking with this whole Amber Geiger case. Because everybody jumped on it. And it's like, nah, this shit is a blatant lie from this lying-ass, devil-ass bitch. This lying-ass Neander devil bitch out here. This piece of shit bitch that need to be killed for killing somebody. That's what's up. So, yeah. We saw the bullshit behind this case. You know what I mean? She acted a total fool. Talking about she was tired, didn't know where she lived. She went up to a whole nother goddamn floor where you could see the parking garage ain't got no roof on the floor that this man lived on and all of this. Like, come on. I posted the pictures for that. Y'all saw that. I posted all the pictures of that shit. I got the real photos of that shit. Motherfucker like, bitch, you finna get handled in the court system. There's been enough disproving of your lies. People can follow white supremacy, but only you gotta give white supremacy something, bitch, to follow up on, to try to help you, bitch. You ain't gave them nothing, bitch. So yeah, that court case is coming up soon. Just like next week, they finna start the proceedings, and I'm glad. I'm glad they kept it in Dallas, and motherfucker, what? Deal with it, bitch. Yo, the man Tyrone Simon say her lawyers are basically saying that if she believed the lie, it's justifiable. Right, if she believed the bullshit, then it's justifiable. Like, nah, bitch, no. You're a liar, you're lying ass lawyer. She got about 5, 6, 7 lawyers, all of them dumb as fuck. They look like some dummies out here. They some crooks trying to milk some shit, really, if you look at it. Because, come on, man. A police officer that don't know where they live. A police officer that got so many of her cases struck from the record and thrown out because she's been on some faulty, walty ass shit. This bitch got a problem with just being a person. She also put a damn complaint on Botham Jean the morning that she killed him, the morning of the day that she killed him. So all this acting like she ain't know who he was, liar. She's a lying ass bitch. So yeah, she gonna have to deal with that in the court. Ain't nobody playing with her stupid ass. Ain't nobody dumb, man. Nobody fucking dumb. That's why it's good that we sought justice outside of the justice system. We didn't just sit around and sit on our hands and wait for this shit to come down the pipes, how they was going to make it come out the pipes. We got on it, and I'm proud of us for doing that. I'm glad that we did that. Right? Hats off to everybody who took their time to get on social media and these different forums and platforms and make the point felt that she's a liar. So we need to keep that up. We need to continue with that. Whenever some shit like this happens, whenever a case is about to go to court, we need to keep our eyes on certain shit. Whenever somebody violates black people out in the street on some fuckery, we need to automatically snap into our codified behaviors, is my point. Before the justice system get a hold of it, is my point. Just want y'all to get that. Yeah. Tyrone Simon says exactly. Yeah. One last thing I want to get at y'all. Did y'all see Killer Mike, man? This motherfucking ass, from the time that I laid my last post and was preparing for this post. Man, did y'all see Killer Mike at this Bernie Sanders, like a rally for Bernie Sanders, it seems like? Motherfucker sitting up talking about, we're talking about, you know, his logic as a black man out here, and how his logic of how he deals with the motherfuckers around us is just completely off code, and we need to be on code, and we need to be cemented and grounded in a codified pattern of behaviors. This motherfucker sitting up at the Bernie little rally talking about, you know, when I was young, I thought that, you know, black people, we suffered and we had all this stuff going on with black people, and it was black people that was really suffering out here, and we really had it bad and had it hard. But then as I got older, I realized that women suffer, and that such and such a suffer, and that such and such a suffer, and that such and such a suffer. He on some, man, that nigga want to be MLK real bad. I hate when he get that MLK preacher voice on there. When you hear that in his voice, it's like, man, that's starting to get on my nerves, man. You know, I gave Killer Mike as long as fast as I could, man, but you know, I've already spoken out against it. That look, I'm not one of the people that's sitting up talking about, no, Mike, you cool, brother. And brother, nah, not on P channel, man. I'm not gonna say the nigga cool, man. I'm gonna call a nigga coon, straight up, man. The fuck, man. I'm not trying to be cool with that nigga. I don't want to be friends with that nigga. But he was kicking that shit, right? basically on the coon train bad, y'all. He on the coon train bad. Motherfucker talking about all these other groups. They suffer too. Again, trying to include everybody else in our struggle, trying to include everybody else in the trophies that we take in this world, trying to include everybody else in everything. Like, motherfucker, goddamn, get off our nuts. Why is it everything that we do, everybody else got to have a hand in? Why do, you know what I'm saying? What's the logic behind that shit? What type of low self-esteem nigga is this? Is what I'm saying when I'm hearing them talk this shit, right? Women suffered, immigrants suffered. Motherfucker, you mean all these people that pilfered off of our struggle against white supremacist society? We was the ones fighting the society. They was the ones fighting to get in line with the society. They was the ones getting full participation in the society so long as they helped keep us on the bottom and secure our black wealth lockout and do all this shit at the command of white supremacist society. All of that type of shit. All these motherfuckers groups getting showed favoritism. That's what you mean, Killer Mike? The groups that's getting showed favoritism and step-ups. The motherfuckers getting step-ups ahead of us in this system purposely to exacerbate us being on the bottom, exacerbate our bottom trend. That's who you talking about, Killer Mike? Come on, man. Sucker motherfucker shit, man. He gets no love, man. He gets no love in my Pimp C voice, man. He gets no love, man. I'm saying these motherfuckers is helping out the black bottom trend. And he giving them shout outs like, yeah, you suffer too. But no, bitch, no. No. Hungry hippo ass nigga, no. No. Motherfuckers is keeping their foot on us in whatever ways possible, Killer Mike. While you want to just, you doing it for the clout now. He doing it for the clout. I think it's obvious that he doing this shit for the clout now. All of this cross-group jockeying and cross-group dick jumping that he doing. It's like, you a dick hopper, Killer Mike. Come on, man. Just keep the shit real, man. Keep shit real, man. He's the male Simone Sanders, man. He's the male Simone Sanders. And with off-code behavior like that, you know what I mean? He's not an example of what I'm talking about. He's going to be a hindrance. People like him are going to be a hindrance to us seeking justice outside of the justice system, or prompting justice outside of the justice system before some shit make it to court type shit. He's going to be a talking head, a pundit for our adversaries. I can already see. Once you pull out the cape, once you pull out your big bedspread ass cape, Killer Mike, I know you about 400 pounds, nigga. Once you pull out your big bedspread ass cape for everybody, nigga, it's like, man, you already out the game, man. You know what I'm saying? You're already out the game, homie. You already are discounting the people who made it possible for you to even put on your bedspread ass cape, nigga. You're already shitting on your ancestors, nigga. It's like, come on. Hold up, I see comments. Hold up, I saw worker brought up in this mug. What up, Miss Lady? Yeah, you did finally catch up with me. What's good? I'm in this thing. Shad. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Just doing a quick little landing, quick little touchdown. Tyrone Simon said he the driver of the train. Hell yeah. He riding the coon train, man. Yo, he got the coon train wheels in the front, flat than a bitch. With his big ass riding in the front, you know what I'm saying? Steel wheels is flat in the front. Fucking with Killer Mike driving the train. I think Bernie is paying him. Yeah, Tyrone. Man, I'm telling you, bro. I believe that shit completely. That nigga is on the take. That nigga on the take for real. He's not somebody who's not biased. Any nigga out here doing this Martin Luther King speech voice on niggas, I look at that strange. Anybody doing the Jesse Jackson voice on niggas, I look at that. I am somebody. That little, yeah, nigga. Oh, you are somebody, nigga? Nigga? Real nigga? For real, man. I look at that like, for real? That's what's up. That's who we are to you. That's who we are to you, Killer Mike. You gonna play us like we your church, homie? Like we some church goers? You gonna play us like that? Now little white folk was like, on the little Twitter feed was like, oh, Killer Mike's the man. Yeah, motherfucker. Of course you gonna say it, cause he's not being black explicit. He's not being black specific. Motherfucker doing clown shit. Yo, hold up. Zaire brought a very good point. Killer Mike talk about everything to Bernie except reparations. He do, don't he? He do, don't he? Because he know Bernie gonna be like, man, fuck you, nigga. Fuck your reparations. Just like I told the NAACP that time, nigga. That's what. Oh, y'all forgot that. You know what I'm saying? That's some garbage ass shit. But as a group, we need to be on some shit like our code needs to be in tow. We got how it feels to jump on the newspapers and the publications and then the social media side to swing things our way. We've gotten on that. Now that's gonna have to actually materialize in the concrete world too. So y'all know. Be it things like what I've been talking about today. And over the past week, I've been just trying to drive a few points home. You know what I mean? Yeah. All good points. Let me read Worker Bar before I get out of here. Worker Bar say, Killer Mike working on being the next paid bootleg. He is. He is the next paid bootleg. I believe it. Worker Bar say, I didn't like how Killer Mike was doing on the Revolt show. He was rubbing me the wrong way. Yeah. We got into that a little bit earlier, Miss Worker Boy. So yeah, he came on the clownery. We can't afford no hungry hippo clownery ass nigga. Or nobody like him. Or nobody that like him. You know what I mean? But yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. So you know when I'm dropping. Don't forget to check out my Teespring. There it is. Holla at me. You know what I mean? Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Get it, y'all.